I would never let my kids go to Cabo on spring break without an adult. I will go with my kids to Cabo. I'll be a great chaperone. I'm gonna be like, get up on the bar. What's up, Bustle? It's Kristin Cavallari, and we're gonna play a game called Was It Real or Fake?
Oh my God.
Hey, shut up.
Feta cheese?
The infamous dinner scene of feta cheese tasting like feet. So this was real. I mean, I think the producers were like, hey, let's have you and Jessica cook Steven and Dieter dinner. And we're like, all right. All of the dumb stuff that came out of our mouth was 100% real. I wish I could say it wasn't.
Are you coming here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you were coming. Wait, is Steven coming? Wait, who are you here with?
I'm with Kristin.
Are you serious? What is your seat number?
LC.
Is he here? Where is he? Okay, Kristin.
That was the Blink-182 concert. That whole scene was bullshit. If you didn't see our mouths moving, we did not say it there. So we used to have to do these things called wild lines. Two things. They'd have you go in a producer's van after we would film a scene, hand you a piece of paper with just lines on it, and you would just read them. So that scene is very heavy in the wild lines. So that whole scene is not real.
Do you hear that?
Shut up.
Oh my God! It explodes! I want to get out! I want to get out! My car is donezo.
So my car is donezo is real, and it's so funny because everyone thought that was the scene that was fake. That was like the only scene that was real, and it's so ironic because they had us going and looking at cars, and my car happened to break down on the way home. You can't write that shit, but the traffic that we created, the cops showing up, like all of that was 100% real.
In my personal baby, it don't hurt to put in work on the floor. Get it, little mama, gon' work some more.
That was real. That was me on spring break, my junior year of high school in Cabo. I don't think I did anything wrong. Everyone dances on the bar in Cabo, just saying. I was doing nothing wrong. I have nothing to say.
Hello? Hello? Alex, do you know what's going on? Oh my God!
Aw, cute. Steven asking me to prom, that was all very real. I mean, of course he had the producers help him. You know, like I had to film a scene with Alex so that I wasn't home. But I think, you know, his idea, him executing it, I was definitely surprised. So that was real, I would say.
Cool.
What's your problem? Are you still mad at me?
A wild line.
Are you still mad at me?
Dude, there's nothing wrong with me.
Cheer up.
Sorry, I'm not.
Sorry, what?
Am I supposed to be really happy to see you or something?
Okay, so I just saw something for the first time in that scene. There were two wild lines when I said, are you still mad at me? Those I didn't say there. Everything else though was very real. I actually remember thinking, that was one of the realest scenes that I filmed just because the cameras were so far away on the beach that when they're far away, you do kind of forget about them. And I think that was the first time Steven and I had seen each other since he got back from college. You know, we had no emotional maturity. Neither one of us could say what we really wanted to say. And I remember actually leaving the beach, getting in my car and calling, I think, Jessica, and there was a cameraman already in my car. But it was like the only time I could really tune out the cameraman because I was so wrapped up in my feelings. So that scene and then the scene in the car right after were probably two of the more real scenes in the entire show.
Like, he's a good guy. Yeah, I know he's a good guy.
I said he can handle himself. He's a big boy.
I'm not saying why are you talking about me right now?
I said Justin's a big boy. He can handle himself.
Justin needs to be nice and respectful, just as how Audrey
Okay, I'm sorry that I walked up here and was saying hi to my friends, and you guys came at me like fucking piranha.
Listen.
This was my first day shooting The Hills. For months, we're like, we know the producers want us to fight. We're not falling for their shit. Like, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna be buddies. So I show up to film, and all of a sudden, Stephanie and Audrina are coming at me, and that's why I was like, oh, so it's gonna be like this? It's gonna be like this? Because I was like, you and I decided we were gonna be friends, but I was like, all right, game on. Like, this is how it's gonna be. So that was also after like a bottle of tequila.
I've known her since I was 15. She's a psycho bitch.
Listen, I'm here with Michaela to support a friend. And nothing's wrong with this girl either. So if you have any beef with her...
I don't have any beef with her. I met her once for 5 seconds.
I mean you because of Brody, Allie. What about Brody?
Your psycho ass broke into his house in the middle of the night.
I've never broken into Brody's house.
I was in the bed, sweetheart.
Well, I I did have a lot of history with Allie. I actually knew her from Laguna Beach. Nothing good ever happened with the two of us. She did break into Brody's house, so I mean, you know, it's kind of weird. But obviously, like, the producers set that whole thing up. The history and the drama, I'd say, was real.
Were you really in the bed?
I was really in the bed, but I actually was asleep. Brody just told me about it. I didn't remember. Nobody has the authority to hire anybody but me. It's completely unprofessional, and I'm really mad about it. That's not cool that you guys did that without talking to me.
So if you look at her resume, it's all retail.
Right, so I asked her months ago if she wanted to work at the store, and she blatantly told me no. So why all of a sudden does she now want to work at the store? Hiring Taylor, that's all fake. It got really tricky there for a while, but ultimately Taylor didn't really want to work for Uncommon James, and it was just to have more camera time. Of course, the producers were like, great, then tell her no. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Would you ever do another reality TV show?
I would never do a reality show about my life. I don't see a reality show even fitting into my life, especially because I don't show my kids. They're the biggest part of my life, and reality shows offer a level of stress that I do not miss.